Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome back to another wonderful episode of this beautiful program that I've started. Today I'm going to be talking about another wonderful, profitable robot or an expert advisor that I have been able to do. And this is based on a strategy that I didn't create myself. I went onto YouTube and saw this wonderful strategy, and it's so amazing. So with this strategy that I converted into an expert advisor. So as I said, I want to repeat it again. That strategy does not belong to me. I saw it on YouTube, and as usual, when you see something on YouTube, you have to go through it, back test it. But I found the easiest way to back test any strategy that you find is to convert it into a robot. And when you have it converted into a robot, life becomes so easy. Life becomes so awesome. So it's easy to test it in the form of an expert advisor. You can get data, run it through. So yeah, this channel has a lot of content. I'm even willing to show you how to create your own expert advisors and a lot more. Now, as it stands now, let me just show you guys um one robot which is doing trading at the moment. As you can see, this is actually on my MT5 and it's doing trading, and we have 45 40.45 at the moment. So let's focus back on what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be giving that guy a shout out. I want you guys to see where I saw the strategy from by opening my browser. Yes, please guys, the channel has not been shown the love that I'm expecting. It hasn't been shown the love that I'm expecting, because looking at the content that I'm willing to break, and that's the reason why my posting has reduced. There are a lot of stuff that I want to show with respect to the internet hustle. So it's not going to be only about forex. There are other hustles, avenues that you can make money from on the internet. So let me just quickly show you the strategy that I'm talking about. So when you search twin TCI on YouTube, you see it as the first on the list by Forex4Newbies. Yes, the strategy. I'm not going to talk more about that strategy. So if you want the detailed strategy, you can quickly go to this place and then watch it. I want to give him a shout out because is is this strategy that I converted into an expert advisor. So this strategy has two CCIs, and then based on the value of the two CCIs, you place a trade. And then in the very beginning, I tried to trade this. Whenever you see a strategy, the best thing to do is to test it on a demo. But I tried to do it on a real account, but it was a very small account. Just as I always say, I try to, grow small accounts. And unfortunately, I didn't go by my own rules. I didn't have a stop loss. I didn't, have a take profit. I didn't even take time. I just jumped onto a trade, and with small value like $30, I used a lot size of 0.04. That was, off the hood. It was so wrong. So it didn't work out. Then I felt like, doesn't mean that this strategy does not work. But for me to test it out, I had to create an expert advisor on it. And when I did, this is exactly what happened. So for the first time, I'm going to take you through some of the codes that I wrote for this strategy. So you come to my notepad plus plus. Let me just resize it to fit the recording screen. Yes, I have these small codes to get the values of all the things that are needed. So as you can see, I always use a string that I call signal, and based on the analysis, the string for the signal will be buy or sell. Then I pass it to a function that places the trade. Yes, so as you can see, yeah, a lot of stuff. And then sometimes I try to use comment, but I'm not a fan of comment. And I have this moving average 200, because I realized that when I placed the robot on the GBP JPY, it wasn't as profitable as it is on the GBP USD and then Euro USD. So I needed to place a filter. So I had to place a moving average 200 filter. When I did that, for GBP, GPY on the time frame of 15 minutes. It was so profitable. I was amazed. So yeah, this is a very wonderful robot. So yeah, this is all codes for getting the information based on which I make my analysis. But then for some reason, I will not show that part when I'm showing a lot of love. You guys should subscribe to the channel, share the channel, and maybe start teaching you how you can also create your own expert advices. So that's just it. So let's jump into the code and then try to test it out. So yeah, there's a feature in MT4 that says um, strategy tester or test strategy. So you click on the strategy, you right click on it, and then quickly you can test it. So let's just use it and move forward. So yeah, this is another strategy right here, which is doing the trading right now, and it has made like 45 at the moment. Yeah, it's growing, so that's very good robot. One of the robots, I think it's the first robot that I made a video on, that took 300 to 1,200 or something. Yeah, it's a very powerful robot. So let us just go and test this wonderful robot. So as usual, I usually use a very small startup capital, because I know a lot of people can't afford that big amount of money. So my deposit is $300. Leverage of 1 is to 50. You can increase the leverage if you want. And I have JBP USD. That's one of the profitable pair that I have so far, as I'm concerned. And the most profitable time frame for this is H4. So let's just click the H4 and then jump into the testing. So after doing all your settings, all you have to do is to click on the start, and then based on the set data that you want. As you can see, I am using this year's data. Yeah, for the sake of time, I'm just using just I think 5 months or so. Yes. So let's just start it and then see how it goes. So I'm clicking on the start. It's just at the left button corner, the right button corner of the screen. So good. So when you do that, this happens. As you can see, the robot has started. It has lost the first trade, and the 300 has reduced to 254. It lost the second trade also. So just as I always say, there is nothing like a holy grail strategy. There's nothing like a holy grail strategy. Whenever you go to the internet and you see something, backtest it. There's nothing like a holy grail. So the 3 trades or 4 were lost. But then because we have a good risk to reward ratio, we are still in trade. The account has not been blown because you have a good risk to reward ratio. So that's one very important thing. Whenever you are doing any trade, you should control the amount of money you want to lose. One thing about this robot is it is sniper entry. I was just amazed. It is sniper entry. So it picks trades at the very start. Just as you can see, just it lost it, but it went right into profit. So we can quickly trail our stop loss, because this is 4 hours. It's giving us a lot of time to trail our stop loss. So if you are trailing your stop loss, there's no way it will come and hit your stop loss in loss. It come and hit your stop loss in profit. So that's very, very important as traders. So just as you can see, this is moving on, and I would like to show you some of the code as this strategy runs, so that at least I would like to explain some of the code, at least how you can get your values to do the trading. So let me bring out my notepad plus plus once again. So yes, for every trading that you want, robot that you want to do, I'm not gonna go through the very basics of programming, but then you need a double. A double is like something that can hold decimal point. And I'm using a string that's my own. I use a C trade that makes life so easy. So if you're used to coding in MT4, you realize to place a code, you need to do a lot of stuff. But with C trade, they've simplified life for us. So that's what I have right here. I use the C trade. I use double to pick my ask price and my bid prices. So there is a function called on tick. There are others like on init and a lot more. So on tick means whenever there is a change, whenever there is a movement, whenever there is a price change, it calls this on tick. So almost every time it's calling this. I don't really know, but probably or every second the on tick is called. Whenever on tick is called, I want to get my ask value. So what is used to get the ask value is the symbol info double. This symbol info double is the function that we use to call or get the ask value. Now when you get the ask value, when you call it, you need to pass this, which is the symbol, and then this is the symbol ask, telling it that yeah, you want the symbol is actually the pair you are trading. This used to request for the ask value, and then we use this digit. This digit is actually telling us the decimal points of that particular pair. So some of the pairs we have like 5 decimal points, some of them we have like 2, some of them I think 3. So this will let us know the decimal point that comes or that are involved in that particular pair. When you get it, we use this function to normalize the double. So usually it can be a lot of decimal places. So we use this normalize double, which picks the double info, the symbol info double, and then the number of digital the decimal places that we want. So it will normalize it. So if the value that I got was having, let's say, 20 decimal places, this guy will cut it off to keep just the number of decimal points we see on our chart. Yes, that's exactly the same thing that I did for the bid price also. You have the candle. This is information about the candle. When the candle opened, when it closed, it's high and it's low. So we use this function, the MQL rate, and we create an array to keep the details of every single candle that comes up on the chart. Its close price, its open price, is high and it's low. And then we have the copy rate. So this is used to copy the rate of that symbol at that particular time frame. And this is telling us that we want the copied value to start from 0. Usually the 0 is the initial candle, and then we want to copy 4 candle data. So like the very recent 4 candles, that's the data that we want to copy, and then we are putting it in the array of the MQL rates candles that we created right here. So when we do that, then we move forward to the other stuff. I think the robot is done, so let's just check it out, then we continue. So good, that's a beautiful trade right here. So as you can see, the robot has transformed $300 to $419. That's simply amazing. But then let's just do some tweaks and see if we can improve on the amount of profit that we get. So let's just do some tweaks. I'll do it in the background and we will continue with the test once again. Yes, so the tweaking of the robot has been completed, guys. So as you can see, we are coming to test it once again. I usually close this because my PC is not very fast and it gets confused when I just start it. So I'll close it to refresh. And as you can see, everything is just the same. The deposit is $300, and then I click on the start. Good. So let's go back to the explanation of the code, how to get your info for the code. Good one there. So let me just click back into the Let me just click back into the notepad plus plus. Good. So that's what we have right here. Good. So yes, we put all the data. I am using the recent 4 candles. If you want to use more than that, you are permitted. So this is just me. And then I pick my CCI 20 and then the CCR 5. And sometimes I use this filter, but not always. Just as I said, the filter doesn't really work well. What we just saw was when the filter was applied. So I've taken the filter out, but the filter works very well with GBP, JPY. So yeah, that's just about it. If you want more details, if you want more stuff about the robot, if you want to know my next video when I post it, I just want to come up with a Zoom meeting where very profitable traders that I know will come together, and then we will have some discussions. You can link up. So let's just look at the robot once again. As you can see, the robot entries are sniper. So whenever it enters into a trade like this one, for instance, you can see it came into profit before drawing back slow and then back into profit. And this one that I lost right here, where the pointer is, it came down right here before it came to hit the stop loss. So you could easily throw your stop loss and then prevent yourself from being hit and being kicked out of trade. This is another example of it coming right into profit before going back to hit the stop loss. So it's a sniper entry, but then it's not a holy grail. This is a point where it couldn't get a sniper entry. This is perfect sniper entry. It caught the big engulfing candle right at the beginning of it and took it right into profit to take profit. So yes, it's just continue. Let's move back to the code. So when you are done with getting your data into your arrays, if you don't know anything about arrays and everything, please show some love on this channel. I may start a whole free lesson on how you can create your own expert advices. And this channel is not going to be only about forex. Just as I said, we have a lot of stuff with which you can make profit, with which you can make money on the internet. We will be talking about almost all of that. So as you can see here, all of the entries are sniper entry. This entry right here, very sniper. It came into profit. If you are show your profit. This, as you can see, even after touching that, my stop loss is very tight. It's very tight. So it placed a sell here, but it went to hit the take profit. But as you can see, it has sold right here. Right after finishing the sell, it started a buy and it took it right into take profit. So the entry is just amazing. It placed a sell here, but as you can see, there was a stop hunt here, but it sold. It sold. And right after selling, at the end of the sell, a bot took it right into take profit. It's just amazing. I hope you can see where the pointer is. Right at the end of the buy, it sold right here into profit. So it's amazing. Yes. So as I said when I was trading this strategy by myself, it didn't work out because I couldn't even see exactly when the confluences come about. By the time I see the confluences coming about, the graph is so sharp turning that I miss out. But because this is robot, this is computerized, it's able to catch the data on the spot and place the trade. So let's move back to so after I have defined my arrays and then showed how my arrays should be arrayed. So this is telling the arrays that are created to put the data. It's telling it to set a series. So it means it will be series, it will be sequential, starting from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. And after doing that, we define our indicators. So this is just how I define the indicators. So there are functions that defines every single indicator. And if you watch the video to this point, please go into my Telegram channel, follow, because I have this wonderful strategy It's based on Ichimoku. And then very soon I'm bringing a robot on that, and there's gonna be a video just like this explaining the robot and how far it was able to perform. So please subscribe to the channel, share it. There are a lot of people who need to see this video, which you guys should know. So please, why don't you just show me some love and let's share this wonderful video for everybody to benefit from. So please do that, do just that, and then let's move on. So yes, as you can see, the entry is just it amazed me. It was the first reward that I talked about. It has a very good entry, but sometimes the drawbacks are very dangerous. Even though it's the most profitable now, but the entry of this particular robot still blows my mind. So yes, it's very good. If you're having this robot, all you need to do, this is 4 hour time, immediately starts, pay attention to it. You can zoom in into the 15 minutes and then keep trailing. The idea is to be profitable, not to catch pips. A lot of pips, just be profitable. So if you see some profit, lock it. Lock it by trailing the stop loss. If you don't know how to trail stop loss, join the Telegram page. It's down in the description below, and then ask me. I don't mind teaching you personally. And then there's gonna be Zoom meetings, as I said, where there will be a lot of free tutorials, So please join it. After doing all of that, there is this thing code called copy buffer. We copy the indicators that we define here into the array that we created above, and based on this data, we generate our decisions to code to place trades. So yes, we are done at the moment, and then this is our balance. Isn't this amazing? Look right here, the balance. This is simply amazing. It's simply amazing. Look at the balance. So it took $300 to 1,178 in a period of about 5 months. It's amazing. It's simply amazing. This, you didn't do anything, you just left the PC. And trust me, this trades on Mondays and it trades on Fridays. Everybody knows that trading on Monday and Friday is very, very not certain. A lot of manipulations, and especially on Friday, a lot of false reversals and all of that, just to put you in a mess for the next week. So trading on Mondays and Fridays is not recommended. But this robot, as I was testing it, is trading every single day. So you can easily monitor. You can monitor your chart before you start the robot. You can do a lot of things. You control stop loss. You can avoid trading on, let's say, Mondays and then Fridays. And if you're doing all of these things, trust me, you may even get more profit than you're seeing right here. So that's just about it. Subscribe to the channel. We talk about other stuff with which you can make money on the internet, and a lot more. So let's give this channel a beautiful support. It doesn't take money or any extreme effort to just click on the button to subscribe and click on the button to turn on the notification. It doesn't take any money or effort to do that. So why don't you do that? Share, let everybody know. If you know any friend who is into forex, I want to link up with some very good forex traders in Africa, like Jensen, is it Benson, Jeffrey Benson or so. I think he's in Nigeria, and Kojo Forest. So if you're seeing this, please share with them. I want to meet them. We need to come up with more very good quality robots. Yes, and trust me, I'm not very good at coding. I'm very good at coding, but not with forex. I have a friend, he's called Daniel. He's an expert, and together with Daniel, we are bringing a robot for MT4, because we know a lot of people are trading with MT4. And that robot is almost done. I'll put the channel also in the Telegram today. The robot is going to be called Wamek, and then we have a Wamek page on Telegram, and then we also have a Wamek page on Facebook. Join so that when we release Wamek, we're going to be giving out to all those on the Telegram channel to test it for free. Giving it out for free. Just test it, give us your feedbacks before we do the actual releasing, where we will put a price on it. So thanks so much for your time. Have a blessed day, and as usual, peace out.